Hi everyone, welcome. We are going to finish up our Hocus Pocus page. This is by Edwina McNamee on her Etsy. I will post the link down below. All we really have to finish up is these couple little potion bottles, the kitty, and the cauldron here. I did fix my sky a little bit, but I am going to add my painted stars over here and up here some more, but I will do that off camera because I already showed you how to do that. So that part will be just touch-ups. So I will pull you in and we will get started. Okay, so for the cauldron, I was thinking about going purple, but I feel like I have a lot of purple. I feel like it might be much black with these two together, but we're gonna try it anyway. This is a pretty big highlight she has right here, so I don't think the black will be too overpowering. So I'm gonna pull black, 70% cool gray, white, and then I'm going to pull one more color, 20%, nope, pale warm gray. I'm going to pull. Or actually, do I have a cool gray right here? I don't want putty beige because that will give it a more yellow tone than I want. Yes, let's go 20% cool instead of the pale warm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this a little, you still can see. Okay, I am going to color this black behind the bubbles here. And I forgot to clean up some of my red. And I need a new battery in this, which is why I haven't been using it. I've been using a hand eraser. I keep forgetting when I'm out to grab batteries. I need to invest in one of those rechargeable ones. But I never think about it until I need to erase. Okay. So just coloring around the bubbles black. Making sure it's nice and dark and all filled in. Okay, then where the edge, where they meet right here, I'm going to color this dark going outwards. And same on this side. Now you see I left a little white line at the bottom so it wouldn't blend in with the bottom there. That's where our next color is going to come in and start blending. Okay, and then that 20% is our highlight. And that will be how we do this whole thing all the way around. So the cool thing about this is she has most of the dark highlights put in for you. So all you have to do is just come over and lightly shade where she has the darkest shadows. Under here, of course, is going to be darker. Under this one is going to be darker. Now when you're doing these side pieces, notice her lines are not even. Some are out further than the others. You want to keep that with your black. So if her line goes out further, you want to pull it out further. Same with these ones up here. And then this side. So I am not following the black drawn lines, I am following the shadows underneath it with the black. Okay, I'm going to go over the drawn lines she put in, make sure everything is nice and dark. Same on this side. And this will slowly start coming together a little here. Okay, very edges, just a little bit of black. Okay. 70% cool, and just like we did the other side, over the top and toward the middle. Now she has the highlight defined for you, so all you have to do is all the way through this cauldron is line your highlight up right down the middle. Now if you are afraid you are going to lose it, then all you have to do is to start with is come in with your lightest color and just kind of put it in, and that way you'll know all the way down. Give me 1 second. Okay, Sorry about that. I had something weird on, and I hope it doesn't mess with the video at all. Okay, so just going over the top, right? Over the top, back blending into the middle. Now again, I want these to be like the black, nice and rough. I forgot to do my edges in black over here. Okay. Now you'll notice I left some over here. That's because I don't want a huge black blob I can't see. So I'm bringing a little of that gray back to the edges as well. So I'm going to turn this a little so I can get over here. Now we want to make sure we're keeping the same shape of the cauldron here. Okay. Highlight in a little more. Okay, 20%. Same with down here. And then after you get it all in, if you see any spots that look weird, or if your highlight is off center, like I got a little wild highlight like right here, I'm just going to go ahead and touch that up. And then if I want my blacker a little blacker, I want to make sure this area stays nice and black. Just like that. And I will do that all the way down the cauldron here. So it will look like I'm pressing a little hard, partly because of the way I hold my pencil. I am not pressing all that hard, but I am burnishing. No white. So turning this way a little for a second. Okay, next color, which I've already put in. I'm just kind of going back over to make sure I got my black all nice. Now if you look at it and you see that this side looks like your black comes out further than this side, then before you get it all blended out, just come over and bring this out a little further. Okay. And then the fun part. This is my favorite part. I love watching the transition. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom. Small circular motions to blend. And then back and forth. Not pressing hard. See how I'm still getting white? I'm going to do it in layers. I'm not just going to come in and blend. So I'm going to go small circular motions over these edges a few times. I'm going to come over a little further each time. So I start dragging that black across as well, just to give it a little dirtier look. I think I like that look. There is my cauldron. So I am going to do a black and silver spoon just so it kind of matches, but first I am going to quickly do toxic bubbles. So I'm going to pull grass green, apple green, and chartreuse. And I'm going to turn this a little again for a second. My grass green is going to go at the bottom. I'm going to bring it up a little in some spots, not all. Now I'm going to outline that bubble where the lines are, and then I'm going to continue to follow around. Make sure you have a fuzzy edge. Very important. Okay, apple green. Leaving some room for the chartreuse. Okay, chartreuse. Alright, those will be our toxic bubbles. Now if you want a little more light green in them, if they look too dark, just don't put as much dark green. I think they look pretty good there, like that. Okay, quickly I'm going to do this spoon. So this is going to be my shadowed side, just because it's the bottom, and the bottom is usually the darkest. Same colors I used on the cauldron. Okay, and then if you feel like you need a little white, I'm going to turn it sideways because this works a little better for me to hold my white like this. But you can just come in, whiten up that shine just a little bit, and it will kind of finish pulling that feel together, just like that. Alright, so our kitty is going to be black as well, but we don't want him to match the cauldron, so we're going to be careful how we do him. So we're going to go around his ears, and we're going to keep his fur scruffy. You can't really see it against her dress, but black ears, hair up top here. Now you can also outline him in white, like his eyes and whiskers and nose and around him, depending on if you're going, what kind of effect on the page you're going for. I recommend that if you outline him in white, you outline something else, the bottles or something, just because one outlined object will look weird by itself, but totally up to you. Okay, I will probably do his face with pencil, or a pen, goodness. Let me pull my colors. Okay, sorry about that. I had to make sure these were the colors I wanted. I forgot to pull them ahead of time. So what I quickly did was, this is my 20% cool gray, and I kind of just came in and gave him a nice base layer, and then I'm going to come in and kind of blend it a little better. Now I'm not using any colors in between. I went straight from black to 20%. It still gives the illusion that the kitty is going to be black once I get everything in, but he's not so black you can't see him. So I am touching my black and kind of pulling that in. And I will go back over this black again. Of course, everything is layers. Just want to make sure I have the look I'm going for. If you want a blacker kitty, go for it. This is just what I liked. I didn't want too much dark at the bottom of the page, all in one spot. And being as I did my cauldron pretty dark, he would also be cute with a pink nose. I'm not going to do his little eyelashes with this pencil. Okay. So then again, just coming back, just kind of smoothing that out. I don't want any lines. Okay. So that is going to be my kitty. I will take in Arteza Ink Conic. And I will make sure those dry before I drag my hand across them for anything. Okay, I'm going to fix up a little bit of this candle here. I'm going to go yellow. This is yellow ochre. I really like this color for a candle. Okay, had an orange somewhere. I am not done with his ears either. Okay, and then you need a cream or a white or something. This is the same as an Artesic or a Prisma cream. I just need to pull a new one. Okay. The ears, if you don't want pink because you don't have pink anywhere else, you can do them light gray, white. I'm just going to do the pale gray, and I'm just going to kind of streak it a little. It's not a huge area, so make sure you got all the way around that candle so it don't look weird. Okay, and then we have our potion bottles. So you'll see on this one I colored under her dress red, and then I went over it with white. That was just to make sure it was what I wanted. Now the sky is behind this one, which makes it a little tricky. But I think I'm still gonna go a little black because that's what behind it is, the sky. And I kind of want to keep that look. And then I'm gonna blend it with the black, or the white, oh my goodness. So that it looks like the glass is just changing the color of the bottle a little. Okay, we're gonna get our corks put in here, and I'm gonna do them at the same time because I kind of want them to match. I feel like witches' potions and bottles would match for some reason. So that was umber. This is light brown. And then goldenrod. Okay, now the rest is kind of up to however you want to do it. I'm going to take Copenhagen blue, and I'm going to go around the outside of this bottle. Give it that glass feel. Now it's not going to stay that dark. Don't panic. Yeah, I'm not going for 100% realism here because nothing on this page is really realism. Now we have the same thing down here with her dress. And so I remember I did her dress grass green. So we're going to put that in. And we're going to blend it a little with the white. Purple on this side. And I actually didn't pull my Parma Violet. One second. Okay, Parma Violet, same thing. Just a light layer, don't need it too heavy. I'm going to clear the tip of my blue off so the green is not in the purple. We're going to tone that down. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the blue, but I'm going to take sky blue light. And I'm just going to kind of lighten it and blend it inwards once I have my color in. Okay, now this one up here is a little different. I haven't decided. Like this one is clear. I did this one clear style, and I might add some sparkles. This one up here, has sand in it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color it a light purple. I'm not gonna worry a whole lot about shading, and I'll show you why. So just kind of putting some start in okay, now this is personal preference. We can call this done here, or hold on, I gotta move a few things. I'm gonna take a couple gel pens, maybe. I forgot this one is one I was working on fixing. These Dollar Tree gel pens are really pretty and they work really well, but they do not work over the top of Prismas for some reason. Try a flare. I think my flare was almost dead. This might not work. Erasing those out for a second. I gotta find one that works. Let's go silver. Good old silver. And I'm gonna add these up here too. And I will add another color so it shines more. Make sure I got this all on her dress, all matching and ready to go here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. It might take, I'm gonna have to do it off camera when I actually find a gel pen that will polka dot. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a white gel pen. So whatever white gel pen you have, or if you have the acrylic out. Also going to quickly touch up his eyes and his whiskers. Ear hairs. Okay, I forgot their lips. I was totally going to skip their lips all together here. Okay, so I know her lips are bright red. So I'm going to go right in with the bright red. And then I'm going to do a little for highlight. Okay, let's pick a color for terracotta is not pretty. Let's pick a color for the other two ladies' lips. Let's go. I think mulberry will be pretty over here. Now I am gonna do just a slight little purple on the edges. And then same thing. Now you don't want to do all their highlights exactly the same. That one is a little big of a highlight. Okay, Mary's not gonna have chestnut. I thought that was a different color. Let's go pomegranate for Mary. It's funny, after watching, I watched the new Hocus Pocus the other day, and the whole time I was watching it, I was like, her color of the dress is this, her lips are this, oh, her eyeshadow is brown, not purple. Like, I was noticing all these little things, and the kids are like, can you not just watch the movie? Black raspberry. Alright, now I think we have everything except for this spot, and this spot up here I need to add some paint to. If you colored along with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Questions, comments, suggestions of the next color along would be fantastic. Leave them down below. Again, I will leave the link to this down below if you would like to join in. Happy October!